Today is July the 29th, 2020, and this is part 19 of our study of end times. Yesterday we talked about Satan and him being cast out of heaven during this tribulation period, and I want to just do a quick thing on the end to kind of finish up. It says that he came to the earth full of wrath and anger and mad. And here's what I want to read in the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 17 says, "And the dragon," that is Satan, "was wroth," he was angry, he was upset with the woman, and the woman in this chapter is Israel, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. So Satan, when he is cast out, comes down here to the earth and going to make war with the Jews that are left, the remnant. Now listen to what this says. "Which," that is the Jews, "which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ." Now that tells us that these Jews have received Jesus Christ as their Messiah. So at the time that Antichrist sets himself up as God, they realize he's not Messiah, and they turn to Jesus as being the Messiah and are saved. Satan is cast out of heaven, and he is upset, and he's going to make war and do his best to annihilate the Jews. Now, Satan does not have a body. He's a spirit being. So he must work through someone with a body, and that's what happens. He works through Antichrist and the false prophet, using them to do his work. All right, now then, we've come now to, I think, the main part of what the tribulation is all about. That is the wrath of God. Now, many people say, oh, God's a loving God, and God would never do anything like that, and he's not angry, but he is angry. Let me read you a couple of verses. Revelation 15:1, "And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues." Now listen now. "For in them is filled up the wrath of God." Then verse 7, "And one of the 4 beasts gave unto the 7 angels 7 golden vials full of the wrath of God, who liveth forever and ever." And we could go on. Wrath, the wrath of God. Why is God upset? Why is he angry? He's angry because this world has totally and completely rejected him. I mean, he's the creator. He created everything. He's the God of the universe. But now the world, all the nations have turned against him. They have said that something else created the world besides God, because they say there is no God, or they say something else is God. So God now is going to pour out his wrath on a God-rejecting world. All right, as we I want you to get this picture now. We're in now this 3.5-year period called the Great Tribulation. People are still trying to live their lives. They're having to get up in the morning and eat, and they have to go to work, and they have to earn some money to eat again, and come home, they sleep at night, have to have a house to live in. Life goes on. But it's going to be a horrible, horrible time that they live in. Now, just for an example, and we're going to have to do this quickly, and we'll pick it up again tomorrow. Life goes on, and here's Antichrist ruling everything, and then all of a sudden there is fire, there's hail and fire mingled with blood that falls on the earth and burns up a third part of all the trees and all the grass. So now, well, that's on the news 24 hours a day about this terrible thing that has happened. And now things start. Now, I don't know if this is the first of the things that happened, because I don't think they're necessarily in chronological order. But you get the idea. Life's going on, and here suddenly, out of nowhere, comes hail and fire mingled with blood, and a third of the trees are burned up. We've got to have some excuse and some reason for this. And things are just now beginning. Our time's up for today, so tomorrow we're going to pick up and see some more of the happenings of God pouring out His wrath on this earth. Some of the terrible things that are going to happen and how they're going to try to live on through them. Okay, so that's enough for today. Appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great day today.